Hello, my dear friends. Yes, Brother Sean is my name, or the Barefoot Monk. In my previous video, we talked about the sevenfold keys of Metatron. I know that many people, inspired people, have written at great lengths about this incredible Archangel, the Chancellor of Heaven. And we know that he incarnated as the prophet Enoch. How do we know that? We know it because, well, I know it because I have doused it using my Teo symbol, and I trust this as a sacred instrument to give me clarity where there is confusion, because I read so many theories and so many other people's points of view that sometimes it's really difficult to cipher the truth from fiction. And I have worked with the energies of Metatron since 2001, but it was in 2003 when a dear friend of mine, Alison Knox, was guided by Metatron to paint the most beautiful painting of him and his energies. But he had a message for my heart. And he used my name in religion, which not many people knew, and certainly not Alison. And it was to Brother Sean Jude Bradley, to heal souls broken by man in ignorance and pain. So Metatron is very involved in empowering us self-heal, in particular for those who've been sexually abused or abused by religion. And here in the second video of the series of Metatron's energy, in reclaiming our spiritual wholeness into wellness, we're looking at reactivating the 7 keys of Metatron to self-heal. And a lot of this is underpinned by angelology and the tree of life. The tree of life given to us by the prophet Enoch and lived out, yes, lived out on a day-to-day basis by our brother and sisters, the Therapeutai Essenes of Mount Sinai. And the tree of life represents all that is in alignment with living. It is a symbol and a reality that serves to remind you and me of the importance of everything and how it all works together to serve the betterment of the whole. It is a practical tool. Imagine a tree taking root in your own garden or backyard. As it is fed with the rain of heaven and the warmth of the sun, the nutrients in the soil and the cycle of shedding the old and bearing the new, we can see God at work. Because the God I embrace is not up there, He's here. She's here. In everything that lives, moves, and has its being. And that is why I embrace Franciscan Celtic spirituality that incorporates the tree of life. Because for me it is the soul of everything that is sacred. And in embracing God, I do so through the natural world. The tree of life not only signifies the mechanics of God, but also the compassion of a loving Creator, Father, Mother, God. It creates and provides shade and protection. It bears fruit that will nourish us in the many cases. It will nourish us and in many cases offers us its whole being. There is totality in the divine oneness as we embrace the supreme through the natural world, the cathedral of God. The tree of life touches every global community and penetrates every religion known to mankind. It has a physiological blueprint that parallels the universal law of seven in every facet of its existence, like the 7 chakras, the 7 archangels, and the 7 octaves. The tree of life has 7 branches that represent a union of all that is, supported by the trunk. This represents our strength and diversity in acknowledging the many different aspects of ourselves. The branches are seen as male and female, and they are the lowest or first branch, symbolizes our body self, our sense of wellness. The second is an expression of our personality. Its vitality determines how well we are received and perceived by others. The third branch represents our relationship with the divine and how easily we are able to connect. The fourth branch signifies our thirst for knowledge. The fifth branch is called the void. Its health facilitates an understanding of the collective consciousness of oneness. The sixth branch represents our truth. The essence of who we are, the I am, part of the I am presence. And the seventh and final branch, like the crown chakra, is the primary portal or connection of the divine, allowing one to explore that which is not attached or of the physical body. Keeping our own tree of life healthy is vital if we are to be productive instruments of God for God in creation. But most importantly, the thing to remember is that the tree of life represents the highest degree of the world of existence, the position of the Word of God, and the supreme manifestation. It's no wonder so many are driven to save the trees on this beloved planet. Each leaf that flourishes as a result of our love is legions of angels governed by the likes of the magnificent 7 archangels in our angel background. And here we've looked at reactivating the 7 keys of the branches of the tree of life. And in addition to those 7 keys, there are the 7 roots, all explained in greater detail. In the beautiful course, Metatron guided me to act as his mentor, facilitator in the tree of life. The 7 beautiful modules, which are discussed in a previous video on another channel, the brother Sean Bradley. But we can do another video again to explore the updates from Metatron. But reactivating the 7 keys are done by our understanding of what the tree of life represents for us in the 7 keys associated with the 7 branches from the tree of life. Our trunk growing the 7 branches, each are a symbolical key symbolizing of love, a key sacred in our divine connectedness and oneness with God. And we have the power to reactivate those keys that we already brought with us in our soul's DNA. We have that power. And now the time has come to activate it. And you have a choice, you have free will. And only you can do this, not God. Because as a child of God, you are loved, you are respected, and you are welcomed. But to be an active participant with God, with Gaia, you have a choice to use your free will and reactivate the 7 healing keys. Namaste.